Hi friends, welcome to our series Know Your Body, and today we are going to learn about a very important vitamin, that is vitamin D, also called as sunshine vitamin. And welcome to Homeopathy Care. We care for you. I am Dr. Jyoti Kannan, and if you like my videos, please subscribe to my channel. It is very encouraging for me, and also don't forget to hit the bell icon because every single video you will get the notification first itself. So let's go to today's topic, which is about vitamin D. Now vitamin D is become a most neglected vitamin, but it is a very essential vitamin for your body. Now, as I had told in the previous video, that vitamin D is a fat soluble vitamin, and if you want to know more about that, you can always refer to my previous video. So, it's a fat soluble vitamin. That means your body is capable to store it in the fatty tissue and in the liver. Okay. So, vitamin D, as the name I told in the starting, it's also called as a sunshine vitamin. Yes, because your body requires sunlight so that it can produce the active form of vitamin D. So let's see how this mechanism works. See, in your skin there is a substance called as 7-dehydrocholesterol. Now when the sunlight falls on your skin, it starts producing the active form, and this vitamin D then goes from our skin into our blood. From there it goes to liver, and from there it goes to kidney. Now kidney is the final stage where we get 125 hydrocholecalciferol, which is the active form of vitamin D. Okay. Now this active form of vitamin D is what makes the body run. Now you know the best thing about vitamin D is unlike the other vitamins, vitamin D sometimes acts like a hormone too. It is there in every cell of our body which requires vitamin D for its functioning. Every cell. So I think you get the point how important vitamin it is in our body. Daily requirement of vitamin D. You know, from as soon as a child is born till the child reaches 1 year, requires only 400 international units (IU), and from 1 year to 70 years you require around 600. Okay, and then above 70 years your body requires it more, that is 800 to 900. So which gives a clear indication that if you are above 70, kindly expose yourself to the sun more, you require it. Okay, then vitamin D, if you see that once I told about that, like then comes that how much time do you really require to be in the sun for your body to make vitamin D. If you go through many articles, you will see that the common time which is written is 10 to 4. But believe me, I don't think so. It's a very good idea to get exposed in that time. I'll tell you the reason why too. See, our sun has got two types of rays, UVA and UVB. Now, UVB rays are the important rays which when falls on our body is vitamin D produced. Now, UV rays are harsh from 10 to 4. So, if you get yourself exposed in that time, you can get exposed only for might be 2 to 5 minutes. If more than that, then because of the harsh UVA and UVB rays, the chances or risk of getting skin cancer is too high. Then what is the ideal time to expose yourself to sunshine? The ideal time is the morning hours or the early hours of our day, that is up to 9. It depends on which place you are staying. See, I am from Kerala, so of course we have a very good bright sunlight from 9 to 9:30 or 10 to 4. So we can't expose that time. So the best time then there will be around 7 to 9. So you can expose, you have to put a dress with small sleeves and see that your more surface is exposed to the sun. And if you expose yourself from during the early morning hours, 15 to 30 minutes is fine. But if you are like after 10, then only 5 minutes, and after more than that, it is not essential for your body. Because if you stay more, then the chances of getting sunburns and skin cancer is also too high. Then let's come to the important part of vitamin D. Like how do I get vitamin D? So only through sunshine, or I can get it from food also. See, it's a sunshine vitamin. Sunlight is essential, but you require to give it through your food source too. Now, when you take through your food, it does not go through your skin. So, it directly goes to the liver, then to the kidney, and the same process is followed. Now, when you are taking orally, it is very important to understand what kind of food source will increase your vitamin D levels. Now there is of course animal source and plant source. Animal source means for non-vegetarians, plant source means for vegetarians. So non-vegetarians, how do they get their vitamin D levels? They can raise their vitamin D levels by taking fish, especially if you take salmon, tuna, mackerels, they are all very good in vitamin D. Then you can take meat and egg. Now it's become a trend now that we are so conscious about our body that even when we take eggs, we leave out the yolks. But don't do that. Yolks are the one which are rich in vitamin D and you really require to take it. Then the question is how many eggs? So you require at least 100 grams. So if you are taking a small egg, means 2 to 3 eggs daily is good. But if it's a bigger eggs, then you can go for 1 to 2 eggs. Okay. So eggs are also a very good source of vitamin D. Then meat, then dairy products, of course. So you have to drink your glass of milk. Now our generation was brought up like that. You used to drink milk. Nowadays it's become so trendy and we don't want to drink milk and like we are putting it off. Don't do it. Take milk, take cheese, take dairy products because vitamin D is very essential for your body. Now the same thing if you see the plant source, that is how do vegans or vegetarians get it, vegetarians especially get it from their food. Then of course you see dairy products are the highest, after that milk. Then again the next thing, if you see vegetarian sources, plant sources, very few plants are rich in vitamin D. In them you require to take spinach and okra, it's also called lady's finger. So these two are rich in vitamin D. But you really require to consume a good portion so that your body gets it. So then you have to depend on other food like dairy products and on fortified foods. What are fortified foods? Foods where vitamins are added to them when you get it from your store are called as fortified foods. So if you take fortified foods or if you take cod liver oil capsules also, your vitamin D levels will improve. Okay, so because cod liver oil is very rich in vitamin D. Then for vegetarians, even mushrooms will do the trick. If you consider mushroom as a vegetarian, I am not sure, like there are people with different opinions on it, but mushrooms are also rich in vitamin D. So you can take all this. Now once we have understood the source from where we get vitamin D, then the next important question is that if my body is deficient in vitamin D, how do I show the signs and symptoms, or what are symptoms will come out? This is the most important part and please pay attention to this. That is, vitamin D plays a major role on 4 important things. First is your bones, teeth, and then second is your immunity and your skin and hair, and then it also has about a very important role to play on your mind. That's why if you see in some countries where there is no sunlight and they are deficient in vitamin D, they very easily go in for depression or mental disorders. Now let's start with the most important organ or part that gets affected if you are deficient in vitamin D. The bones and the back are the most important parts which get affected if you are vitamin D deficient. You'll start getting bone pains, you'll start getting joint pains, and you have to realize one thing, that many people tell that calcium is good for bones. So if I don't take vitamin D, it's okay. But it does not work like that. You have to understand, when you take calcium through your food, it is only with the help of vitamin D does that calcium get absorbed from the gut, that is your intestine, to the blood. So vitamin D plays a very important role. Even if you are rich in calcium, if you don't have vitamin D, calcium is not going to act on the body. That's why many a times if you see your calcium levels are good and you still have back pain and bone pain and joint pain and you have rickets and osteomalacia, that is a sign that you are very deficient in vitamin D and it has to be immediately corrected. Now you would have seen so many kids, mothers usually come to my clinic and tell my son always tell I've got this muscle pain, that muscle pain, leg is paining, hand is paining. Is this the lame excuses? No. Kids who are deficient in vitamin D will have muscle pain. So that is also an indication you check your vitamin D levels. Then the second most important part which gets affected is your skin. So when people tell about skin, many people don't even know it affects your skin, but it's true. Now, how does it affect your skin? That is, vitamin D is essential, it is absorbed through your skin and vitamin D is made through your skin. But the important point is if you are deficient, you will come up with autoimmune disorders like psoriasis. vitiligo, atopic dermatitis. So if you have these conditions, it is very essential check your vitamin D levels and keep it boosted. Okay. Then comes the third important part which get affected in your body. As I told, your mind. So how does your mind get affected? Of course, you don't have enough vitamin D, you will get depression, you will go in for depression or mood swings. So many patients who come up with depression, we usually make a point to check even the vitamin D levels. Then comes the next part which get affected is the hair. Or most of the cases where your hair fall does not stop and it's just continuously falling, then the test which we doctors usually write is vitamin D. Now once you check it and if deficient you correct it, half of your problem gets solved. Then even autoimmune hair disorders are triggered because of vitamin D deficiency, like alopecia areata, where you lose patches, lose your hair in patches, and you still want to know more about androgen alopecia areata, then please refer my video on my channel and you will understand more about alopecia areata too. So these are, other than this, vitamin D is deficient means your body will get recurrent infections. Respiratory infections will be coming more frequently. You will have fatigue, you will have tiredness, you will not be able to function properly, you will not be more productive in your life. So you have to keep your vitamin D levels boosted. So you have to remember these few things. Now who are more liable to have vitamin D deficiency? People who are obese, people who are dark skinned. Yes, if a fair skinned person requires 15 minutes, a dark skinned person may require more time in the sun to get vitamin D, because the melanin in the skin, which gives the dark color, usually does not allow your vitamin D to be produced from your skin. So dark skin people require more time. Then people who are staying indoors, now it's COVID, please at least expose yourself to the sun. If you have balconies, if you have terrace, then go and expose yourself, and that will help boost your vitamin D level. So these are things you have to take care for vitamin D, and next time we'll come up with a next interesting vitamin E. So all that for today. Stay happy and healthy. Bye.